All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into lost civilizations. You know those empires that rose, flourished, and then just vanished, like poof.
It's kind of crazy to think about, right? All these societies that were once thriving just leaving behind tantalizing clues, like a puzzle waiting to be solved.
Yeah, we're talking about the Maya, the Khmer, the Indus Valley people. What can we learn from their stories? The challenges they faced.
Well, and what might they tell us about our own world today? Let's see.
Let's imagine a world without our smartphones, our GPS.
Right. Like no internet. Could you imagine?
No way.
Yeah.
But these civilizations, they thrived without any of that.
Exactly. Their achievements are amazing, really. Think about the Maya and their calendar system.
Yeah, the Maya calendar. It was so sophisticated.
They had an understanding of astronomy that's, well, pretty much mind-blowing. They were tracking celestial events.
Like they knew the movements of Venus. They even wove that planet into their myths and legends. And these weren't just stories. They were using this knowledge practically.
Imagine basing your whole agricultural cycle on the position of a planet.
Or even worse.
It's incredible. The Maya cities were massive, too. Can you picture the grandeur of Tikal rising out of the jungle?
Oh, absolutely.
Eh.
I remember reading about its towering pyramids, the vibrant murals.
Depicting scenes of daily life, rituals. We've learned so much from deciphering their glyphs.
And yet, this advanced society ultimately collapsed.
Yeah, the exact causes, still up for debate.
But environmental changes seem to have played a role.
Deforestation, overpopulation, maybe even a prolonged drought. It probably led to social unrest.
And eventually, the collapse of this once powerful empire.
A sobering thought, isn't it?
It really is. And it makes you think about the fragility of civilizations, right?
Yeah.
How interconnected we are with our environment.
Absolutely. But now let's switch gears to the Khmer Empire.
Angkor Wat.
Yeah. Angkor Wat, a testament to their power, artistic brilliance, and architectural genius.
I mean, the scale of that place, it's hard to even comprehend.
It's not just the sheer size, though.
No, you're right. It's the details. I remember reading about this corbelled arch technique they use.
Exactly. So innovative for their time.
And then there's the intricate network of reservoirs and canals.
Oh, they were masters of water management. Imagine turning the landscape into this massive system. They controlled monsoon floods. They irrigated crops during dry periods.
It's just incredible the level of planning involved.
Right. Social organization on a grand scale.
And yet, even with all that ingenuity, Angkor eventually fell.
It seems weather played a part. Changing patterns, maybe even a mega drought.
The reasons for their decline are still debated today.
They are. Which brings us to the Indus Valley civilization.
Another civilization with incredible urban planning. Cities like Mohenjo-Daro laid out on a grid system.
Yeah, and their drainage systems, super advanced.
Really makes you wonder, what daily life was like back then.
Right. Did they have running water in their homes? What kind of jobs did they have? What did they eat?
We just don't know. Their language remains a mystery. It's almost tragic. We have these pieces of their history, but we can't quite understand the stories they tell.
It's like having a book but not knowing the language.
We've explored 3 very different civilizations here.
Yeah, and we've seen their incredible achievements.
But there's also this common thread of vulnerability.
Yeah. The Maya, the Khmer, the Indus Valley people, each of them struggled with changes to their environment.
The Maya and deforestation.
The Khmer and the shifting weather patterns.
The Indus Valley people and changes in river courses.
It all makes you wonder, what can we learn from the rise and fall of these civilizations?
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The delicate balance between human societies and the environment.
A lesson that might be even more relevant today, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Are we any less vulnerable to the forces that shaped their destinies?
I mean, we have technology, global interconnectedness.
But is that enough?
That's a great question. What steps can we take to ensure our civilization doesn't follow the same path?
It's something to think about. As you keep exploring the fascinating world of lost civilizations, keep that in mind.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.
See you then.